Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to another episode of 60 Minutes with Misc, the show where I interview an object show YouTuber and let you guys ask them some questions. So today, some of you probably already know who it is from the title. Please welcome the Super Society.
Hello, it's a joy being on the stream with you today.
Hey, Soup. Can I just quickly tell you how much I love your name?
It's a long story.
It pleases me to know. It pleases me to imagine the Earth being a soup.
Fellow food boys.
So let me just notify my Discord that we are live,
Okay.
and we get right into the show.
Okay, let's do this.
Okay, so first things first. Go ahead and introduce yourself for anybody who does not know who you are.
I am Super Society, a 14-year-old content creator on YouTube. I've been making object shows for the past about, I'd say, 4 years. I started out with humble beginnings from not even knowing how to animate and eventually just learned over time. I switched animation apps and it's a long history, but now we're here, and I'm really glad I am with Misc today.
100,000 subscribers at age 14. That is impressive.
Of course, it wasn't. I didn't get it from object shows. Sadly, it was more from a series which I do not like called Number 4. You might know.
Yeah. So there are a lot of YouTubers, of object show YouTubers, who I was expecting to be younger than, but I'm actually significantly older than them, and I'm adding you to the list now. I thought you were at least 17. I don't know why.
I am not.
Alright, so my first question for you is, when did you join the object show community?
It was actually way longer than people think. It was about 6 years ago. I was there when about probably BFB 3 was out.
Wow, you and I joined the OSC at around the same time.
Yeah, I was a very young boy when I figured out the OSC was a thing, and I was hooked. I remember making object shows with my friends, despite them not knowing what object shows were, and it's overall just kind of a part of me now. I've been in the OSC for so long.
Humble beginnings.
Very.
Alright, so next up, what got you into the OSC? How did you discover the OSC?
It's so long that I don't even remember, but I most likely just saw it on my YouTube recommendations, started watching, and got hooked.
Demon Ditzy in the chat, please do not refer to me by my actual name.
I hate when people refer to you by your actual name. Horrible.
Question 3. What is your favorite object show?
Animatic Battle by a long shot. I like the writing, I like the characters, and my favorite is Chocolate Milk Carton.
Animatic Battle has been gaining a lot of traction recently and has been dominating most of the polls that I've been seeing.
Very true. It's and I don't blame people for liking it. It's a crazy object show.
I know there's a lot of work goes into the episodes. It's really good.
True.
It's one of the first shows that I watched by Greeny Guy. So
I actually think I've been watching Greeny Guy before. It was either during or before GGG won. I've been a fan for a long time.
Little message from Teomations. Animatic Battle is BFB, but better.
Yeah, pretty hot take, but I kind of agree.
One thing that I was thinking of a couple of days ago was I was watching a video by animator Haminations, and I just started thinking, why does Haminations remind me so much of Animatic?
I don't know, but there are actually several OSC YouTubers who animate for him, like Zanny Leaves.
Yeah, Zanny Leaves, Yellow Anguru, people like that.
I think one of the animators snuck in Book from BFDI into one.
Yeah, they did. In the Boy Scouts one, I believe. Alright, so question 4. What is your opinion on non-competition object shows? Shows that are more lore-based.
Well, I haven't seen too many of them. The only one I've seen actually is one, but I think it's actually a really good idea. If you pull it off right, a non-competition object show can be really good. I've had a few ideas for non-competition object shows, but obviously I never went forth because I came up with them as a young boy.
One that I would recommend that you check out is this one called Meal Munch Crew. It only has like 2 episodes at the moment, with a 3rd one coming sometime during the summer, but it's really good.
Okay.
And one is a special case when it comes to non-competition shows, since it's sort of a hybrid between competition and non-competition.
True.
And it just pulled off flawlessly.
I agree. It's probably it's a lot of people's favorites, and some people think it's a good like intro to the OSC, but I disagree.
Yeah.
I feel like it's better than most object shows. So I feel like if you watch one first, it'll get your hopes up way too much. You know?
Yeah. One does happen to be my favorite show. There are a few people in the chat who might disagree with the fact that they might disagree with the idea of one being a good show, but everyone has their own opinions.
True.
Next up, at what point did you realize that YouTube was your thing?
Honestly, that wasn't really a moment for me. I just kind of made YouTube videos whenever I wanted. I didn't have a schedule or anything. I just kind of made videos until something popped off, and that happened to be Number Lore. I kept doing it, and eventually I gained this wonderful fan base, which a bunch of them followed me into the OSC, which I'm forever thankful for. Without them, my channel would probably be dead.
Yeah, I saw that you used to make like a bunch of content about Number Lore. What made you stop?
It was mainly, it wasn't for me anymore, and it's not what I wanted to do. I've wanted to get back in the OSC ever since I started Number Lore. Like, I thought Number Lore was just going to be a one and done thing, but it blew up. So I canceled it because I didn't have any passion for it anymore, and I wanted to get back in the object show community. So I just did.
All right. Next up, who is your favorite OSC YouTuber? And you're not allowed to say yourself.
Oh, man. Honestly, there's a lot of them, but in terms of content they make, obviously, like, Greeny Guy, but I've actually met a few really good ones. Like, I think their name was Whoop-Doo. They make an object show called Object 4.
Whoop-Doo was a previous guest on the show.
Not Whoop-Doo. It was Boyo Koyo, actually.
Oh, okay. But yeah, speaking of Whoop-Doo, Whoop-Doo was a previous guest on the show, and I have to say, it was really nice meeting Whoop-Doo. They were a really kind person.
That's nice to hear. It's always a wonderful thing when people with a bunch of subscribers aren't just rude people and are actually genuine.
Yeah. A few people who I've met like that are like Miles Doodles Art, Hyper Crystal. I've met some like Mations Bomb, Nooblis, people like that, just really polite.
You know who unexpectedly falls into that list?
Who?
You ever heard of Donut Gamer? The huge controversy with him?
Yes, I talked to him a little bit. He seemed like really chill, but and he did admit to the fact that most of his subscribers were in fact bots.
It's a whole mess, I've heard, and I don't want to get into it because it's really personal for him, but personally, I think he's just a nice guy who got exploited, and I feel really bad for him. You know? He got used. Yeah, if you didn't see my video, I talked to him about making a new channel, and he has a new channel now, so there's that.
Yeah. After I talked to him, I was going to suggest that he just start again, and it seems like he's done that.
Yeah, and I'm proud of him for that, honestly. I feel like he did the right choice.
Yep. All right, so question 7. If you could do a collab with any object show YouTuber, who would you choose?
Ooh, that is a really tough one. I've said Greeny Guy a lot of times, but honestly, him again. My dream, I have a dream of voice acting in a bunch of shows, and I've started to actually accomplish that a little bit. I've just started voice acting in really smaller shows, Have you ever heard of the Supernova Super Show by Pigpug?
No, I have not. But I'll be sure to check it out.
Okay, it's not uploaded yet, but the intro went
Alright.
a tiny bit viral. I say 14,000 views, so I actually got in contact with him and voiced a few characters.
So, what if I told you I actually spoke to Greeny Guy very briefly?
What if I told you that I have a friend who is actually really good? Like, I don't know if they're good friends, but they're pretty good with Greeny Guy. They got all the assets from him too. So.
All right. I'm guessing that is Offslot on Discord.
No, their name is Striker.
Striker. All right. Yeah, when I spoke to Greeny Guy, it was in a server like about a charity stream.
Oh.
We were chatting for a bit, and I brought up the idea of him possibly being a guest on the show. He said that he just wasn't able to, which I understood.
True. Some people are really busy.
Yeah. All right, so next up, is there anything that you would do differently, and if so, what?
Honestly, I would probably just figure out how to motivate myself more, because I've canceled way too many object shows to count, and it's honestly a huge problem for me. So I'm trying to get my motivation back up, and it's slightly working. I'm working on only 3 object shows, and one of them is kind of really easy to make. So I've just been trying to lighten the load and motivate myself more.
If you ever get the motivation to like make your own show, by all means, contact me. I can help you get like voice actors and stuff like that.
For voice actors, I tend not to like go for more popular people. I just go for my friends.
All right.
It's just something I like to do.
Yeah, right now the show that I'm working on, the team is made up entirely of like volunteers who just like are very enthusiastic about making a show. I do plan on paying them once I actually start getting YouTube revenue, but because of like legal issues, that's probably gonna be a while.
Yeah, that happens.
All right, next up. Out of all the object shows you've ever watched, what character sticks out as your favorite?
I never really have a favorite, but I tend to go for characters that are like me, I guess. Just chill. I don't really know my personality, to be honest. Just characters who I think are like me. That's who I tend to like more, because they're relatable, you know? But I don't really have any favorites, really. Sorry.
All right. For me, I would probably have to go with Pen from Be a Bean Teapot. Pen has changed as a character a lot since when he started, and I'm proud of that character development. Oh, hey, Trollsy. Yeah, I do believe that you were staff at one point, but for some reason you are kicked off the staff team. I believe the same thing happened to me in your streams. And for some reason on your streams, Trollsy, my messages don't actually show up in the live chat. I'm not sure what's going on there. Hopefully we could work something out, but yeah, I'll quickly add back your moderator role. There you go, Trollsy. Anyway, coming up, how did you do you have an object OC, and if so, how did you come up with it?
It was an obvious choice. It's literally just a yellow soup bowl with a spoon. It's generic because, you know, super society, but
yeah,
it fits me. I don't use my object OC though. If anyone's like a long-term fan, they'll know my OC is just a stick man with a soup bowl. It's simple but recognizable.
Yeah. There are a lot of like highly recognizable OCs out there. Probably the most recognizable being Carrie's stick figure.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the simpler but more recognizable OCs are always the best because they're easy to draw and, it's a nice design to be recognizable but simple.
Yeah, my OC banana was originally just like a normal banana, but over time I decided, you know what? Slap a suit on him.
Fits well for the interviews.
Yeah. And my final question to you before I pass it on to the chat is, if there is one message that you would like to just put out there for the entire OSC to hear, what would you like to say?
Never give up on your dreams. Like, if something's not working out for you, just keep doing it. That's kind of how I learned to animate. I was horrible at animating, just like every other animator. So you just have to keep trying and refine your skills until you're happy with yourself. But when you're happy with yourself, you can always keep going. So just never really give up if you don't get it right in the first try. Like, also, writing is an example of this. I used to be bad at writing, and over time, I got better. It's always just a good idea to never give up, I guess.
Funny little message from Teomations. I'm glad Misc isn't naked anymore. A lot of people kept asking me if you removed Banana's peel, would that be removing his skin or his clothing? So I guess adding a suit settles that.
Oh my.
All right, so chat. Here is the time where you can ask Soup Earth Society some of your burning questions, and make sure to keep them coming. We need an hour of content out of this guy.
That's funny.
So go ahead and start asking your questions, chat. From Anna Quinteros, who's your favorite character from the Daily Object Show?
Ooh, I don't watch the Daily Object Show too much, but I'm gonna be honest, it's Computer. It's super generic, but yeah. I do not care.
You know that image of the Stairway to Heaven with like a bunch of characters on it?
I think maybe.
I added Computer to that. All right. From Red Coiny OSC, who got the biggest improvement in Teapot so far?
That's tricky because I don't really follow. I'm gonna be honest. When I watch an object show, I don't really map out everyone's improvements, to be honest. I just kind of watch it to watch it. So I wouldn't know.
All right.
Sorry, that didn't get much.
It's all right. From Super Amy Fan Videos, who's your favorite Inanimate Insanity character?
Oh my god. I feel really bad for saying this, but I don't really like Inanimate Insanity either. It's just
really.
Yeah, I've never really shown interest to it. I watched some of the episodes just because it's a popular show, but then I just didn't show interest in it anymore.
It starts off rocky, but it gets like more and more convoluted as it goes on. So it's easy to see why it could just get lost.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the writing is it gets tangled up really easy, from what I've heard at least.
Yeah. From RGN Studios, Soup, I have a serious question. On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate an entire wheel of Parmesan cheese?
Personally, you don't get much time out of it. I just eat it in one bite and then it's gone. So I'd say a 1.
An entire wheel in one bite?
Yeah? Is there something wrong with that? That's normal.
Do you know how big a wheel of cheese is?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a midnight snack.
Thoughts on the Object Show Challenge to Win?
I don't think I've heard of that before.
It was a show that was a bit more popular back then. It's on my watch list, and because I haven't really got around to watching it yet, but I've heard good things.
Back then, I literally only watched BFB and just stuff like that. I only followed BFB, really, so I don't know. I didn't watch any other shows back then. So, yeah, I'm kind of boring.
All right. From British Pound Coin, not related to object shows or anything, but what is your favorite planet?
Besides Earth, probably Jupiter, I guess. I've heard I've heard something about it, like stopping asteroids from hitting Earth, and that's always a bonus.
It has a heavy gravitational pull, so it like pulls in a bunch of asteroids before they can hit planet Earth. There you go, chat. There's a little astronomy lesson.
What people do not know is I used to be the biggest space fan. Like, it was honestly scary. I do have a bunch of, SpaceX, the thing that launches rockets into space?
Yes.
So I actually have a lot of memorabilia and like 1 in 50 things in the world, and I even have some license plates which go on cars that drive to like the rockets, and I'm the only guy who owns them. It's
Guess what? Guess what? There is a crossing guard in my town who has a piece of the Challenger shuttle.
What? Oh my god.
He showed it to me, and I was genuinely just confused as to how he managed to get his hands on that.
Probably worked for NASA, or maybe
one of his friends. He told me that one of his friends worked for NASA.
Oh, makes sense. I also have some other stuff, like a piece of the leather from the seats on the Dragon rocket or something like that. And I also have a Starlink, like a piece of the Starlink.
The only thing that I have related to space is a NASA mug. All right, from Richard W. Cavett. Soup, have you heard of Burger Brawl? And if so, what's your favorite character?
I believe I've heard of it. Isn't that the show that Gary made?
Yes.
I don't really think I have a favorite character because a lot of them are secretly controversial, which people don't know about, I think. But I don't really know if I want to talk about it because Gary is not really a good person in the industry.
Controversial topic, I get it.
True.
One question that everybody's been dying to know the answer to: is your favorite food soup?
I'm gonna be honest. No. But I will say, I do love soup. And not just the boring ramen or whatever. I don't eat soup too often, but who doesn't hate a good soup?
Fellow Chad soup enjoyer. From Al Fireboy, Soup, will you ever do any object show reaction videos?
That would probably require showing my face, and I don't like showing my face too much.
Understandable. What is your favorite movie?
Ooh, this one first. This one's kind of more it's not the average cartoon movie.
Let me take a guess. Let me try and guess. 2001: A Space Odyssey.
No, I have watched Interstellar though. That one's really good. But something my true favorite movie is it's kind of more of an emotional one. It's called A Man Named Otto. That's Otto.
I've heard it.
Yeah, it deals with death and grief, and it honestly almost made me cry. It's honestly just my favorite movie of all time, no doubt.
My favorite movie's The Hunger Games.
Huh, neat.
I was so happy to hear that they're making a 5th one. All right. So from Quagsire Lover 32, who seems to be everywhere in the OSC, thoughts on Super Society?
I hate him! Super Society is the worst person ever!
That's going in the highlight reel. Every once in a while, people would just clip my streams, and I'll just make a highlight reel out of the clips. This is going in there. Chat, clip that, please.
Oh,
from RGN Studios, Soup, what did you do on the night of October 22nd, 1958?
You'll never find the bodies.
Jesus.
What I was actually doing was just not existing. Yeah.
From Goober Jace, what was your first video?
My little 10-year-old brain back in the day thought it would be a great idea to start this channel off with 1 second of nothing. I titled it 5 seconds of nothing, but it was actually 1 second of nothing. So I guess, yeah.
Clickbait.
What I literally did was shove my iPad into my bed and just recorded a video because I couldn't think of anything. I wasn't gonna show my face instantly.
Yeah. What do you kind of sound like what do you kind of sound like? Have you ever heard of the show Disventure Camp?
No, sadly.
It's like a total drama inspired show on YouTube, and you kind of sound like one of the characters.
I feel like I have a more kind of generic voice. It's just average male 14-year-old thing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All right, from Richard W. Caffett. Hey, Soup, what are your opinions on bananas? And I am watching very closely.
I'm not being held at gunpoint to say this. I love them. Can you please let me out of the basement?
All right. Hello, the top hat guy. Welcome to the chat.
Hold on. Do I know him? No, I don't. I'm thinking.
There are quite a few people in the OSC with the name Top Hat in their name.
I'm thinking about Top Hat Horizon.
Yeah, Top Hat Horizon is actually the co-host of my object camp.
Oh my.
So, yeah, me and him are friends. From Circle Animation Stuff, how is Toon Squid going?
Beautifully. It's kind of a complex thing, but I'm starting to be really good at, like, tweening and symbols. I think Adobe uses symbols too, right? Yeah.
I believe so. I haven't really used Adobe, though.
But, like, I've been making... If you know what a symbol is, I've literally been having to do symbols and symbols and symbols. It's just... It's hard to understand for a new person, but for me, I get it really well. And Toon Squid is just my cup of tea.
Yeah. Alright, so from Quagsire... Soup, why did you assassinate Archduke Franz Ferdinand on the 28th of June, 1914 in the city of Sarajevo?
I did not start World War I! I didn't! The allegations are false! Please! Get that off of my record!
Hey, at least you know your history.
True.
Alright, let's see. From the Top Hat guy, do you have any intentions of continuing number lore?
No! Next question.
Very straightforward. My chat is very normal. What's it like to be stuck in my attic?
Day 1492. He still hasn't fed me once. Let me out! It's actually kind of comfy, to be honest.
Alright, from Toastymations, Soup, please let me out of your basement.
Can you hide that comment?
As I said, my chat is very normal.
I said, hi. Yeah, we're just gonna skip that one. Totally not true.
I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Toastymations, I'm sorry, I accidentally banned you.
What?
The chat updated and it moved to the option, so I accidentally clicked the wrong thing. Toastymations, I will unban you immediately after stream. I am so sorry.
That's what he gets for trying to leak my secret. I'm at next one.
Alright, this one's like super meta. What do you think talking to Misc feels like?
It feels like a conversation, to be honest. A normal conversation. I don't really know what you want me to say.
You know what? That's fair.
Do you want me to say, oh, Misc is the best person ever? His voice is so soothing. It's beautiful.
Trust me, my voice is far from soothing.
Okay, that's a little self-deprecating.
Soup, what are your thoughts on this very normal chat?
My chat is probably worse, to be honest.
Alright, I'm gonna quickly take a moment to unban Toastymations.
No.
Once again, I apologize.
To be honest, I like treating my fans as just normal people. Like, they're like me. I don't like treating them below me. It's...
Yeah.
To be honest.
I'm thankful that a bunch of people like enjoy just sitting here and listening to me talk. Alright, so Toastymations, where are you on here? There you are. Toastymations, you're unbanned. Again, I'm sorry. Save. There we go.
This is boring. Hit me with personal questions.
All right. Let's see. What are your thoughts on the unbanning of Toastymations?
He should be silenced.
Do you reminisce about the events of August 24th, 2006 daily, the day where Pluto got demoted?
No.
So yeah, Toastymations, if you're still here, just reload. You should be able to talk. Yippee! Teo, I believe this is too personal.
I'll hold back on answering that one.
Redacted. Do you have BFDI plushes?
No.
Someone's breaking into a car outside my kitchen.
What?
The alarm started going off. Whenever that happens, I just joke about that.
Oh.
So anyway, did you answer this question?
Oh, I said no.
Okay.
I don't.
Soup, did you know that the ocean is a soup?
Yes, I did. I have heard the rumors, and they are true.
Alright, what do we think of Top Hat Guy's profile picture?
It's pretty nice. The shading is a bit harsh, though, and there's a really, really thin, like, white line around the whole thing, and I'm not into that. Also, I feel like your face being a different line thickness than the asset.
Yeah,
it's also not really good. I'm just trying to give some criticism, though. Sorry, that's like hurtful.
Overall, this is a pretty decent profile picture. Also, I misread your question when I first saw it and almost died.
What did you think he said?
Redacted.
Okay.
Question for Soup, do you eat bananas?
No.
Alright, you can live. Alright, do you play any video games?
Not very often. The only video game I regularly play is Geometry Dash. I have Minecraft installed, but I don't use that. And also, I do Roblox. I play Roblox.
Geometry Dash has been taking the internet by storms all of a sudden.
Yeah, it's had a really stable community despite being like a 10-year-old game. Also, nobody probably knows this, but I recently started playing chess out of boredom. I'm not good, but I can play it.
Alright, Toastymations, we can in fact see your messages. From Anna Quinteros, what characters do you voice?
What does he mean? Like in general, all of them?
Just list off a few.
Well, I appeared in, I forgot his name. It was like Zord something. In his object show, I don't know how to pronounce anything anymore. I appeared in a show as myself. It's on my community post, I'm pretty sure. And I voiced way too many characters. I can't list them. I probably voiced over 200 by now.
Jesus.
For myself, though. You know.
All right. From Goober Jace, have you seen the latest Nintendo Direct?
No, I haven't. Do you know what happened?
No. This was such a random, out of left field question.
Exactly.
All right. From Toasty, do you play Smash Brothers? And if you do, who's your main?
I suck at fighting games. I don't even have Smash Bros on anything.
All right. Would you rather live in a world without bananas or a world without apples?
I'm gonna say a world without apples for legal reasons.
If you said a world without bananas, I would just cease to exist.
Nah, your PFP would just be a suit. Suit and a table.
Yeah.
Funny little spotlights.
All right. Soup, would you win in a fight with ramen?
Like ramen? Yeah.
I think they mean like, would you win against a bowl of ramen?
Nah. That's a formidable foe I cannot take on. No, he does not. Yeah, he does not. No.
Good. Cereal before milk or milk before cereal?
Cereal before milk.
Good, you can stay. Every single time a question like this comes up, and just hovering over the button that allows me to remove you.
Oh, milk before sip.
All right, chat. That's the end of the stream.
Okay. I just realized that you made the little job, whatever, where I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's literally just soup.
Yeah, it's your headline.
Oh yeah, that's what it's called.
I am the professional banana, and you are soup.
It's not soup. It's soup. Soup.
in like a very godly tone. Soup.
Like Nonagon.
Like Jesus himself saying the word soup.
Shout out to Jesus Christ, my boy.
Can we get some soup in the chat?
Okay. Last time I tried to ask y'all to be more personal, y'all started asking me for my home address, so can you maybe stay right in the middle? I don't just want to talk about random memes, you know.
Now everyone's just spamming soup. Lovely.
Put your brain cells together. I know you can ask a question.
All right, chat. Gather the 3 brain cells you collectively have and ask some questions.
3?
Hey, it's more than me.
I'm jealous.
All right, so you can stop with the soup now and continue asking some questions.
You can stop.
Soup backwards. That's lovely. You like soap. Do you like the shows that you were making but canceled?
I don't. The shows that I cancel, some of them, like, I regret canceling them, a lot of them, but it's just for the better, really.
I was working on a show called Miscellaneous Mayhem. It was sort of like a reboot of a PowerPoint show that I had made over on my old channel, and I was like really excited to finally get this thing to be like an actual show, but production just sort of never went anywhere, and I canned it.
Can I ask you a question? Just turn the tables a little bit.
Sure.
Where did you get your name?
Where did I get my name? My old YouTube channel, the one that I posted Miscellaneous Mayhem on, used to be called Miscellaneous Comics. It evolved into Miscellaneous Animations, which was my Discord name for a little bit. Then it turned to Miscellaneous YT. People on Discord started shortening my name to Misc, and since then I just decided easier to change it. It rolls off the tongue better than what this channel used to be called, Object Show Clips and Trivia.
True. I'm surprised nobody asked how I got my name.
As you said, it's a long story. I don't think people here want to hear a yapping session.
It's not that long. It's just more lengthy than the things you guys have been asking me.
So I'll ask it. How did you get your name?
Okay, so I've only had 2 names in my channel history. The first one was literally just I Breathe Oxygen. So, and then one day, you know that one dead meme that was like, wait, it's all whatever, and it's like a picture of the Earth being something? Yeah, I made one of those memes, and I didn't know what to do. So randomly, what popped into my head was soup. So I searched up soup Earth, and I came across this stock image of the Earth as soup. and something just clicked in me, and it became my whole personality.
Yeah, see, Earth is a soup.
And the PFP I actually have right now is actually from one of my oldest online friends. His name is Zippy100, I think.
Oh,
or,
nice.
No, it was H Films, but he used to be that.
Nice.
We first met on Reddit, and then we worked on my. If you ever went way back on my channel history, you might know the Battle of the Colors.
No.
That show. Only. Really
One sec. One sec. Sorry to cut you off. Chat, we have a Redditor here.
Redditor.
All right, continue.
What? Okay. Anyways, so he just kind of helped me with the shows, and we stayed friends for a long time. And eventually, I figured out that the stock image my PFP was copyrighted. So he made me this glorious one, which I still use today.
All right. Well, and here's an actual question from RGN Studios. What advice would you give to someone who's considering making a non-competition object show?
Shoot, that's hard. I've never made a non-competition object show, so I wouldn't know too much. But I suggest just going through the regular process, but just not including a competition. I don't know. Too much. I've only made competition object shows in my life, so personally, I would not know. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Rob. Anyway, did you watch Teapot 11?
Yes, I did. It was. I think you pulled up the wrong message.
Yeah. This chat updates really quick.
True. Yes, I did watch Teapot 11, and I thought it was really good, honestly.
At the moment, it's definitely in my top 5. I'd still rank Teapot's 10 and 9 higher than it, but it was certainly not a bad episode, and it spawned some great memes.
It was a breath of fresh air from the normal chaos of the competition.
Yeah.
And it gives a nice storyline. I'm glad the Exiters finally got to escape.
And I feel like it's only fair if I actually have you answer the question that I accidentally pulled up. What's your favorite song, favorite sport, and favorite BFDI season?
So, personally, for songs, I don't really have too many favorite songs. I just kind of listen to whatever the heck I want. My favorite sport, I don't play sports because I have a heart condition. So I have something interesting you might not know about me is I am technically a cyborg because I have a thing called a pacemaker, like a little robotic thing that attaches to your heart, makes it beat better, prevents you from dying, but I can't play sports because of it, so I don't have a favorite sport, obviously. And my favorite PFPI season is, honestly, Teapot. You can't blame me, you know?
All right, so a few people in the chat are asking me this. What is your opinion on Battle for Misc? Since Battle for Misc is a joke show that I make, it's just various versions of my OC fighting for a Misc, which is literally just a golden banana.
Oh, it sounds like a funny concept, but I've never watched it.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see. What advice would you give to people who are learning to animate?
Mostly just the same thing I believe you asked me before, just don't give up, and just, honestly, you don't really need to, get lessons too much. You just kind of learn at your own pace, and just kind of, I just kind of evolved as I went. I'm self-taught, so.
All right.
But something I do recommend is Alan Becker, popular animator, made a video about the 12 principles of animation, which kind of just helps you with a bunch of things like squash and stretch, and just everything you need to know. I recommend watching that.
All right. Before I pull this question up, look into the chat. The most recent message by Goober Jace. Are you comfortable with that question?
Let me see. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, I'd be okay with answering that.
All right.
Angry face!
Chat keeps updating.
Okay, this one is actually... No! I'm not. Yeah, that's really all I'd say. I'm not.
Okay. Let's see. Ooh. What do you use? Wait, what app do you animate your show in?
Toon Squid. Used to use Flip and Clip, but now it's Toon Squid. But it's kind of only people on like an iPad with a bit of money to spare can use it because it's $10. So it's not a monthly subscription though. So if you have Flip and Clip Premium on an iPad, you really don't have an excuse. Just switch over there.
Let's see. Let's find some questions that you haven't already answered. Have you watched Inside Out 2?
I plan on, but I have not yet.
I haven't seen it yet either.
So this is a funny thing. Someone randomly sent the entire movie, like pirated it on a server I'm in. Randomly.
Someone, you know the movie Morbius, right?
Yeah. Someone sent that too.
Someone sent the entirety of Morbius on the Discord chat.
It has happened so many times too.
No, and they didn't send it as a link. They sent it as a file.
Okay. I wouldn't trust that file, to be honest.
So the fact that they just have that video downloaded onto their device, just an hour-long movie, I just find it mind-boggling.
How did it send?
I don't know. They must have like their Discord Nitro must be built different.
Or maybe they just compressed it to beyond the ends of the earth.
What's the opposite of soup?
That's hard to answer. Probably cereal. Misc.
Yeah, I'd agree there.
Do you think cereal is a soup?
No.
Okay, I was gonna ask you to leave. I don't think I can do that. Can
I? Do what?
Ban you from your own stream?
No, you can't.
Oh man. Just kidding, guys. Misc is such a. Am I delusional? Of course I'm delusional!
That's a classic scene from the movie. I haven't seen the full movie, but I've seen clips, and I love that clip.
Same. I don't remember anything past the of course. Huh?
What would you think of BFDI 7 at hyperspeed?
I think he means like sped up a lot. That would be useless because
they're referring to a video that I uploaded.
Oh, I thought they meant like literally hyperspeed. What is it?
It's literally just BFDI 7, but like sped up to an enormous degree.
That sounds useless.
I believe I did it to 2 different episodes. I believe I did it to BFDI 7 and Inanimate Insanity Season 3 Episode 17, I believe.
If you're not a coward, you would slow it down.
Yes.
I expect the next video you post to be BFDIA 0.1 speed.
The video would probably be like, I don't know, 3 hours long.
Some guy would watch it at 0.25% speed.
Yes, watch BFDIA at BFDIA at 0.1 speed at times 0.25 speed. You would be there for weeks.
Maybe.
Alright,
I mean, if you don't go to bed. I'm ready for the next question, boys. An ignoramus. If I say yes, do I get banned?
No, because I agree with it.
Oh, then yes? I don't know what
I am, in fact, an ignoramus. I don't know what it is either.
Does that mean you're ignorant, or you're...
I don't know. Let's see. Keep the questions coming.
Keep them coming, guys.
Do you watch SpongeBob or something?
No.
The or something at the end of the
I mean, I do watch something, but not SpongeBob.
In that same vein, what's your favorite Nickelodeon show?
I don't watch Nickelodeon shows.
Okay.
Misc, how old is your fan base?
I don't know. 7.
That's weird. My thumb feels numb. Anyways, get back to the questions. Oh, if you're talking about me eating soup, yes, that can happen. But if you're just talking about a bowl of soup eating another soup, I don't know. I'd have to ask one.
Yes, you speak soup.
Yeah.
You speak soup.
It's a very complex language. Only a few people in the world know it.
Let's see. Keep the questions coming, chat. We got about 10 minutes left.
No, speed up! Speed up!
Richard, they already said that they Super has already said that he doesn't watch Inanimate Insanity. So he can't really answer that question. And Toasty Masons just sent the emoji of a bowl of soup.
Neat.
Or at least I think it's a pot of soup or something.
You're not allowed to reveal someone's face in chat. I'm sorry. Ban them.
Can I make an object camp? I already have one. You should be able to find a link somewhere on Discord or in my community posts.
Oh yeah, something interesting I did just learn. Do you know? Have you ever seen my reversed animatic battle opposites?
I have not.
Oh, basically, I took every single animatic battle character and made the opposite of what they were. Kind of. It took me a day, but someone made an object show camp of it like 2 days after.
Nice.
I'm actually in it.
What's your least favorite object show?
I like all object shows equally. I could never hate one. Burger Brawl, probably because of the creator.
Is anyone gonna answer my questions or something? When am I getting out of the bowl?
The bowl. You see, the thing with the bowl, it's like it starts pretty like not. It gets steeper as it goes. So it's actually a really nice mechanism to trap people, and I have about 13 people in the bowl as of today, and it's impossible to get out because the walls are sleek and covered in oil. Yeah, you're not getting out of the bowl. I'm sorry.
Soup Earth lore. That's the new series, not number lore or alphabet lore. Soup Earth lore.
Some people, I think, have actually asked for that. Chat, you're not. You're asking not. I'm already making those. Don't steal the idea. Yeah, I don't. I haven't copyrighted them yet, but yeah. So yeah, you can make different.
Yet.
Anyways, can you guys ask questions that will take me longer to answer? Because like this doesn't take a second to answer. What is this? Stop asking questions like this, please.
Serial vegan individual.
His body is dispersed over several states, and yeah.
God.
No one needs to know.
All right. So please ask some deep questions, stuff that actually are interesting. Please.
Exactly. Like when Whoop-Doo and everyone else, did they ask these types of questions?
Yes. For Whoop-Doos, they literally spent 90% of it asking about cheese.
Cheese. I only got one question about cheese.
Someone made an OC called 8 out of 10 block of cheese after watching the live stream.
Why? I think your chat seems to have a very interesting love for cheese.
My chat is very normal.
Truly. Anyway, I haven't heard of that.
It's the show that I'm working on.
Oh. Gun? No gun put in my head. Yeah. I recommend you watch it too.
I'll send you the trailer.
Okay.
That
That wasn't really deep though. That was.
I love how all of Anna's questions literally just look like she's just screaming at you.
I don't know. I like soup itself. Broth?
Tomato.
Broth, I guess?
Tomato.
Broth, tomato.
Tomato.
What?
Opinion on BFDI branches.
I really want to play it, but I can't because I don't have a PC.
I'm on Chromebook. The fact that I have a laptop, but it's not the right type of laptop, infuriates me.
I have a Chromebook too.
Oh my god! Yay, fellow piece of shit owners. And I don't usually curse on these streams, but I just had to say that.
Don't worry, I can make ends even.
Alright, let's see. Great, now my chat's gonna yell at me. I've sworn before, chat.
No more saying cuss words, guys! It's inappropriate and violent!
Ooh, are you going to the BFDI and II meetup?
Where is it?
All across the US.
Oh, no.
Do you not live in the US?
I live in the US. I live in Florida. I'm pretty sure was there one in Miami?
No, there was one close. There was one in Florida, Fort Lauderdale, I believe.
Oh, but it's summer and it's hot in Florida, and I don't.
Trust me, I wanted to go to the New York one. I had the money to buy a ticket. I just didn't have a way of getting up there.
Yeah. I just. It would be awkward. Like I'm just yelling with a bunch of BFDI fans. That would be one crowd.
Hold on. So you know how I just said?
Yes.
You know how I just said a swear word, right?
Yeah.
Hypocrites.
I agree. How
All right, we are in the
say something like that.
Chat. We are in the final 3 minutes. Let's keep this going.
I need at least one question, which will take a long time for me to answer. Like, please, ask one of you. Use your brain cell and make a truly divine question.
Let me try and think of one in case they don't. Alright, I think I got one. If there was one canceled object show that you would find a way to bring back, what show would you choose?
It's a very, very, very old one, but it's. Have you possibly heard of the Kind of Very Random Object Show?
I believe I've heard of it once before.
It's a competition of 10 people where the host is an inverted picture of spaghetti, and they battle for Super Mario on the PS4. It actually had genuine potential, and if I could reboot the object show, I would, but I don't have the voice actors and motivation. So I would reboot it if I could, though.
Hold on, the host is what?
The what? The host?
The host is what?
An inverted picture of spaghetti.
I love just like when object shows have like such random hosts like that.
There's also random characters like a Lego Death Star globe, low quality fingernail-y. It's kind of the most random characters.
My friend released an episode of a show yesterday called the Sonic Anniversary Object Show, and he took some recommended characters to include during a spot in episode 1. One of the characters that I recommended was in it. Wanna know what it was?
What?
Stock image of a man who doesn't like corn dogs.
Oh my god. Some people are just... I don't even know.
All
we
right.
have 1 minute left. Someone shatter...
Final 30 seconds. Last question. I'm taking the last question. Lavuminations, that's too broad.
Huh?
What is your most complex character?
My most complex in terms of design or personality?
I think just in general.
shoot, that's a really tricky one because I have so many object shows. I
5, 4, 3.
No, wait. I don't have time to answer.
1.
No.
We've hit an hour. I have to end, or else they're gonna riot because I lied in the title.
No.
Quick, you can answer it in the comments. Quick.
I don't know if that's the answer. Bye, guys. Have a good day.
Chat, say goodbye to Soup.
Thanks for inviting me. It was glorious.
It was nice to have you on, Soup. Thanks for agreeing to come on here.
No problem. It's glad to know someone's as chaotic as me.
All right, so you may leave. So, chat, thank you guys so much for tuning in to this episode of 60 Minutes with Misc. This was a fun episode since every episode is a surprise. I'm going to hide this comment now. Every episode is a surprise with crazy new questions, and some of you guys are a little strange. But, hey, you're my audience. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Cheers!